Welcome to day 90. Okay, day 90. So I'm a multi-millionaire. I started with nothing, $62.53 in 1987. I started the company. We got about 80 or 90 people that work here, and I deal with a lot of issues. And I want to talk to you about how I keep it all together. And you know, if you want to be a business owner, okay, because I'm a business owner, and if you want to be a millionaire, I'm a millionaire. And the way I've done it is, one, I started a business that provides a great service to my customers. So if you're going to start a business, pick a business that provides great service to your customers. I know a lot of you are out there thinking about, I want to start a restaurant, or I want to start a garage, or I want to start a heating and air company, or I want to start, that's cool. It's great. If you want to start a business, whatever the business is, great. First 4 years of my business, from 87 to 91, I didn't get a paycheck. I didn't make any money. I had a, excuse me for rubbing my nose, but it was itching. I had a 3-bedroom house, 1 bath, 1-car garage house with 2 dryers in it, because I rented out my other 2 rooms to be able to have my own house, sort of, kind of. I shared my own house, sort of, kind of, with 3, 4, 5, 6 people sometimes. One guy named Gary that lived there, he loved sugar, and I would go to Sam's Club and buy sugar in 10-pound bags, and he could eat a whole 10-pound bag within a month. It was amazing. Hello Gary, if you're out there listening. Gary's still around. He's 48, and he moved into the house when he was like 17 or 18 years old. So hi Gary, if you're out there. Okay, so anyway, if you want to start your own business and you don't have somebody that's going to loan you a lot of money, just prepare to work 12 to 16, 18 hours a day and not get paid unless you just, you know, like hit the lottery with a business. You can do it. But if you're going to start a business, I would recommend your 3rd employee that you hire is a recruiter. I've gone all this time without having a full-time recruiter, and I really, really wish I'd have had a recruiter this whole time. If you talk to anybody that's got a successful business, they'll tell you their employees are what make it happen. Well, I have spent, I don't know, 25 to 60 hours a week as the CEO of our company still recruiting people, trying to recruit the greatest people to come to work at our company. So I'm going to continue to do that, but having a full-time recruiter, they can really devote their entire time on recruiting. And they can go to the shows and the schools and all that stuff. But if you're going to have a great organization, you got to have great people. And so I wish 30 years ago I would have hired a recruiter. I'm glad I got one now. Now, one of the things that I've learned from a lot of people that are successful is they read. And I read a lot. And a book that I would recommend you read if you're interested in your health and you're interested in nutrition. I read a book a day, but I don't read it from cover to cover. I read some of the book from every day. And this book here, The Whole Foods Diet, this book here, I read it, and at the beginning of it, there was a lot of redundancy. He repeated himself a lot at the very beginning. The first 30, 40 pages were kind of difficult for me to get through, but it's written by the guy that started Whole Foods. And the Whole Foods grocery store has a great, it has a great story. You know, it started out in Austin, Texas, almost went out of business because of a flood. I mean, a lot of setbacks, a lot of hurdles to get over. But he wrote another book called Conscious Capitalism. And that book, I read it cover to cover. It really talked to me about why we go into business. Our company aim is to build great lives. That's what our company aim is at Pacebutler, to build great lives. There are 3 things that I focus on in order to be a successful CEO. Number 1 thing that I focus on is inventory flow. Inventory flow. If you own a restaurant, you got to move the food. If you own a restaurant, you got to have more people sit at your tables, have a great meal, and go on and bring somebody else in. So the number 1 thing is inventory flow. Number 2 is cash flow. You know, be really careful with your money. You're not a bank unless you are a bank. If you're a restaurant, you don't want to be extending credit. You know, people now, they can use their credit cards, but back in the day, a lot of people had charge accounts at restaurants. You know, be careful with your cash flow. Try to get people to pay even in advance if you can. I mean, that'd be the awesome deal. If you can get people to pay in advance. That was one of the great things about Dell computers when it started out. Michael Dell didn't have a lot of money, so if you wanted a computer from the Dell Corporation, You placed your order, you paid for it, and then they built it. So they had your cash in advance. What a great business model. The third thing to focus on is personal development. If you want to be successful, you got to continue to grow. I mean, if I was the same person that I was 30 years ago, I'd have a little tiny company. And the reason why my company is larger is because I've become larger. I've become more intelligent. And you can become more intelligent by the books that you read and the people that you associate with, and I'm going to throw the third one in, the videos that you watch on the internet. The TED Talks. The talks that you find on YouTube. The speeches that you hear from successful business people, religious leaders, health people. So there is so much information you can now get on videos. I mean, you can get more than a college education by reading great books, by watching the videos, and by associating with great people. So the Whole Foods diet, I don't know if he's going to cut that or not, but the Whole Foods diet book, I highly recommend this book. It is something that I've incorporated in my life. This is the diet that I live on. I weigh 164 pounds this morning. I got energy like you would not believe. I get up at 4:50 in the morning. I'll go to sleep tonight around 10 o'clock, and I'm going to do a lot of great things during this day. I'm going to help a lot of people. And once again, I believe the more you give, the more you live. And what I mean by that is giving to help other people to have better lives. So what can you do today? What are 3 or 4 people or 3 or 4 actions that you can do today to make this day a better day for someone else? I hope you like this video. If you do, please click down there, like, and share this with other people. Thank you very much. Be sure to like this video. We really need you to like the video. That lets us know if we're on the right track. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. There are over 79 other videos that I've put together to help us to become successful. Success is achieving worthwhile goals, to help you to achieve the goals that you want to have in life.